This is the 10th edition of our little weekly cup here on Saturdays, where the big boys don't play, but it's mostly for the tier 2 of Europe, and we got a pretty cool lineup. We got Sonic, a 3-time finalist. We got SyDe, who was in the finals already, was defeated there, and 2 newbies as well, in Kevin and Hunter. And our first game is this one right here. SyDe vs Hunter, France versus Peru. Man, that's a matchup you don't see too often.
Yeah, absolutely. Hunter, it's nice to see him back. The Peruvian Warcraft scene in general seemed like the last few years we hadn't heard so much about them. In the past, always Peru was well represented throughout the history of Warcraft over in the Americas. But recently, it's more been NA taken over and Peru more of a role in the backseat. But now Hunter is back, is playing quite a bit again. And we haven't seen him yet, his games today. But just judging from the results in the grid, has had a pretty good day with some pretty impressive showings.
That is absolutely correct, Remo. That is wins over Raven and Starshaped and Shake. And Shake is, of course, an undead. He's now facing an undead inside. Le Champion has defeated Kurko and Jade Dark so far. Now they're matching for a best of 3. Hunter, a pretty straight up player, oftentimes following the meta, doing what the others do and try to emulate it. SyDe, though, very different from the normal undead we see, usually.
Yeah, absolutely. Has his own ideas, has his own style, oftentimes with lots of ghouls and necros and gargoyles. Very entertaining playstyle, very entertaining stream as well, Mr. SyDe. Hasn't been seen too much lately in the online competitions, but here now he is saying hello once again and is playing what looks so far like a completely standard build.
Yeah. That surprised me as well. Maybe he's playing for me, as I said that I don't enjoy gargoyles too much on Todd's Town Hall on Thursday, and SyDe was in chat saying, sorry, Neo. But yeah, DK it is. Coil first against the Demon Hunter Mana Burn. Also interesting, no Warden, no Keeper on TM. Just pretty much straight up 2019 meta.
And Hunter is teching without an Ancient of War.
What?
Imagine this a few years ago. Suddenly, 7 ghouls in the main and you have 0 archers. But nowadays, nobody does this anymore. Nowadays, everyone, at least when playing the happy build, just goes 4 ghouls into fiends. So there's nothing scary at the early stages of tier 1, really. So the Night Elf, I guess, can just be super greedy with the tech that is stupidly fast. However, it's just the Demon Hunter chasing around the DK. It's not really like Hunter can creep anything.
No, he can't do anything but annoy the Death Knight and keep him from creeping as well. So it's gonna be a level 1 Demon Hunter for sure at the beginning of tier 2. Hunter's Hall now to enable lores. But yeah, interesting to skip the Engine of War altogether. How much faster is the tech? Oh, quite a bit. Second crypt for SyDe, by the way.
Gargoyles, here we go. Good scout by the Wisp.
So do we see no tier 1 units at all? It's like, obviously you have a few ghouls because lumber, you can't skip them. But they're just skipping tier 1.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. And honestly, I like that for SyDe. When you go to tier 3 and Gargs and Frenzy Ghouls and everything, yeah, having strong heroes is nice, but it's not necessary. But when you play against mass ghouls and Gargs and all that, you absolutely do need high-level heroes. And that is certainly not the case yet. 0 experience. SyDe is scouting the main with the Acolyte, and he's like, dude, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, this is so
You have no
weird.
buildings.
Alright, there's the lore. There's the second lore. And the Acolyte will scout it in a bit.
Yeah, normally the best answer to mass gargoyles is fast expanding. making use of your superior strength in the early game before the undead ever has gargoyles, and then playing with a 2 base advantage in the late game. But when you don't have Ancient of War, when you don't have archers, there's no way you can fast expand. So Hunter neither has high-level heroes, nor does he have a superior economy. I'm liking this game so far for SyDe, just from a theoretical standpoint. But of course, we're still at the very beginning. This, in fact, is going to be First Blood only now with the Acolyte, who is, by the way, delaying it by quite a bit.
Nice dance by SyDe.
And Keeper second.
I just checked the altar. I was like, okay.
What?
How is this supposed to work? Like,
I mean, against
this hero
Fiends,
does nothing.
It could be good, but he saw the double crypt Gargs.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Wisp. Okay. Yeah. Like, Entangle versus air units, not really optimal, I would say. Treants can be decent, but don't really help you too much either. And Thorn's Aura would of course be phenomenal if it's Hippos versus Gargs on high levels, but it's not Hippos versus Gargs. So what is this?
It's weird, man. It's real weird. And Hunter's playing really aggressive here with his Demon Hunter and Keeper. It looks like he's trying to find and kill fiends, but there are no fiends.
There are 2 new subs though. Thank you, Real Loreen and Utti for the 2-year resub. Much love, guys.
Thank you, thank you. Demon Hunter still running around trying to find the DK. That wasn't successful, which is pretty surprising. Like, it's always one of those middle 4 camps that anybody really in the early game goes to creep to. But apparently Hunter wasn't able to cover all of those. More and more Gargs coming. We're climbing up to 8 Gargoyles now with already 2-0 upgrades. And that's the magic number where you one-shot Wisps.
Right, DK took quite a beating from the Overseer, but it's fine in the end. And yeah, what is Hunter supposed to do? I really don't know. Acolyte coming for SyDe. Is it shade time? Looks like shade time. The Gargs make their way over. Killing Wisps.
Oh, nice heal last second. AP's there, doing his job, protecting the little sprites.
I guess this is the lowest combined XP we've had in all pro games. 8-minute mark, and what is the 1 level acquired?
Yeah, it's quite the unusual game, that's for sure. 1 Dryad fell to the creeps. Whoops! Thanks to Ensnare and piercing damage. The shop also goes down. SyDe lost 1 Gargoyle, but 1 Gargoyle only. The trading so far seems to be going well for the undead. But that's a big creep camp right here for the Demon Hunter. And he certainly does need experience badly.
Yeah. Okay. SyDe's going for the fight with 2 ensnares, at least for a little bit. Waiting for 50 though. So there's a Shade running around. Tier 3 coming as well. Next Ziggurat for 50. Okay, he doesn't want to fight yet.
Very good creep jack by SyDe. I mean, he doesn't get the big creep or really Dryad kills, but he slows down the creeping. He buys time for his tier 3, and he ensures that the Demon Hunter and the Keeper both are low levels. And as I said earlier, when you play Mass, Ghouls, and Frenzy Ghouls and Gargs and stuff, the strongest weapon against you is high hero levels. So this all goes very well in favor of SyDe. He's gonna start losing some Gargoyles here though. Is fighting out in the open, away from the tree line. That's perhaps a little too bold.
Yeah,
Trading though.
Looks pretty comfortable for Hunter so far. Who's gonna get the big one? Oh, it's SyDe. And that's level 3. And the Devotion Aura. It is a lot of Gargs falling.
Yeah. So we can check the corpses on the ground. It's 4 Dryads going down. Double level 2s. Against... It must have been at least... must have been more than 4 Gargs going down.
Level 2 Aura. Not level 2 Coil. as he won't have too much mana anyway.
A player's forces
But good
are
information
under
with the Shade. SyDe, one of the very few undeads who utilizes that unit.
Oh, coming in for the next creepjack. Would love to steal that last hit and item as well.
This time he got trees with him. But yeah, SyDe has to wait a little for his upgrades to kick in and for tier 3 to kick in. Level 50 supply.
Questions if he's gonna go for a Lich right away or perhaps delay it. We sometimes see that as well. We sometimes even see Lich skipped entirely. Who was that again that Vortex played against in the fight night? The
Long walk.
Long walk, yeah. Yeah, man, that was some crazy games. Just DK, ghouls, go get him. Upgrades absolutely crucial, which is why I'm very surprised to see these hunts, Dryads, excuse me, still at 0-0 against 2-1 Gargs. With also an aura, so basically 2-2 Gargs. But more supply here for Hunter by a little.
Yeah, but still the liability of the second hero. Like, that 5 supply, it's just an orb carry, which doesn't carry an orb yet. It's just weird.
Lich is about to come out. Pick up the orb, and then let's go, I guess.
Yeah.
This must be the best time for SyDe to force a fight.
Yeah, he doesn't need Stone Form, he doesn't need Frenzy really, as he has no ghouls and there's no panda, so Stone Form is neat for regen, but you don't really need that at the moment. Right, let's kill some Dryads!
Stoneform is available as well, saves that gargoyle, and now the upgrade discrepancy is becoming painfully obvious. Keeper in trouble as well, nothing to save him. Transfers the TP but couldn't use it in time. Uh-oh. And that is all the Dryads going down right after. Demon just barely gets away, but the item, the flute, also goes to the DK. It's level 4 and level 2 level ups side with great patient play in the mid game. And then the pounce on 50 supply, taken a massive lift.
Yeah, when it rains in Peru, it pours, huh? Oh boy. Now a panda. 12 minutes in. But barely any Dryads remaining. No high level first and second heroes. Shared experience by 3. And SyDe just picking up speed and snowballing hard. Great auras, great upgrades. Not an upkeep.
Yeah. This would be a revenge for the match at WCG, by the way, where the two did meet, and SyDe lost that series, best of 3, with a 1-2, I believe it was.
A player's forces are under attack.
Quite some time ago, for sure. So yeah, is the only hope for Hunter now to heavily creep and focus on the panda?
That and expand, and if all goes perfectly, also prevent the enemy expo. And that seems to be what the Demon Hunter is able to do here with the Telestaff at the enemy natural. Will be getting the cancel here, but it's a lot of time where SyDe is still being active, still creeping, got level 3 Lich now all of a sudden. He just came out of the altar like 2 minutes ago.
So sick. Good for him. Has to take care of this expansion slowly but steady. Okay.
Orb of Darkness for the DK. For some skeletons, I guess it's okay. Not the greatest. 3-1 Gargs. If we want to include the auras, 4-2 Gargs.
Plus regen, plus stone form, plus movement speed. Yep. That's a lot of buffs. Rune braces for the panda. That's nice.
Is under siege.
And SyDe can't really get this expo up. But there is a boneyard coming to counter the bears.
With the Shade also, you saw the enemy army. He's putting pressure on now, trying to force the demon back and get his own expansion up. In the meantime, that didn't work. Expo is cancelled again. Shop is also killed once again. Dryads are still 0-0. Dude, they are gonna melt so hard.
Yeah, Hunter going into 60 supply prior to using upgrades. Would be pretty nice to have. Oh, the Gargs. He scouted it with a shade and swoop. That's how you get rid of an expansion. Or not. Okay. Respects the army for now.
Good scout bottom right. Wisp sees the Haunted. Should be a telestaff on the Demon Hunter. Indeed it is. He's playing this Demon Hunter pretty well, considering how under-leveled and not too strong in the fights that hero would be. He's playing him well on the map. Good last second cancel there by SyDe as well. It cost him once again quite a few resources though. At the red camp for the DK, it's the Emerald of Spell Shield. Pretty nice. Protects him every 40 seconds from 1 mana burn. Or entangle. I guess you should try to proc it with an entangle then. Yeah, this keeper is especially weird.
Yeah, maybe misclick or something. He finds the time to cancel the expo. Great timings by SyDe. He knew the army was there, he saw it coming, didn't want to lose too many Gargs, and then took the time for the red spot. Well done. Hunter now with the second expansion bottom right, or second attempt bottom right. Lich is quite a Gatling gun with these gloves. Okay, when do you have enough? With these Night Elf shenanigans.
L4. Poggers. Staff back from the Panda. Nice dodge. With a stone form, no damage taken from the breath. There's L5 DK. Oh, wait a minute. That's a lot of nuke.
There's rune bracer, so that helps. There's not much moon juice, but the shop should help. Oi, that is all the moon juice. Anti-magic, okay. But right clicks aren't too bad either if you have 4-3 Gargs.
Just know what. Go for the demon. He's super squishy.
Doesn't want to overcommit. Another Acolyte. Using the time for an expansion. Very careful play by both.
What is SyDe putting all his money into? It seems like he should be richer, but he's not. Ah, it's upgrades. Okay.
Yeah, 3-3, right? Yeah, 3-3 coming.
3-3 on the way, man. Crazy.
Yeah, this might be the most powerful Garg army we've seen all year.
Is it still 0-0 Dryads? Oh, it is.
Oh, the value on the Gargs now, it is sick. There's no match in the entire Night Elf arsenal that can do anything to these Gargs.
Yeah. Their match.
Their might.
Their might, exactly. Their might cannot be matched by these Dryads. Maybe by the Panda. Maybe. But he doesn't have that much mana. Only around a 300 mana pool.
Siege Gargs killing the shop again. But second gold mine is being entangled for Hunter. Kind of baffling how long he holds on against this. I mean, you dodge fights, the map is huge. Okay.
The Demon Hunter again. Needs to be careful not to go in too deep right here. DK's beating him! And the stone forms around! Good thing he's got that telestaff.
Yeah, but that's a 90-second cooldown right here. It could just happen again. And what does prevent these Gargs to just kill a lot? Okay. Orb and 1 Dryad. Ancient Protector at the Expo, what should be dealt with in a bit.
Perhaps SyDe now caught. This probably gonna cost him a TP.
Oh, good logs. Good logs, good logs.
Oh wow, yeah.
On a 180 ping or something, not too bad. Coil getting a little greedy, but there's a stab from the Panda. And that is a TP out. Lich saved, of course. Ghouls take care of this AP, and Gargs raided the main again. Demon Hunter is not too healthy.
Yeah, Munju is looking really dire right now. It is gonna be nighttime again soonish, but still taking a little while. Lots of stuff queued now for SyDe. 2 Frostworms, 3 Frostworms actually, and 4 Gargs.
town is under siege.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how these bears are gonna fare in the fight.
Yeah.
Players' forces are under attack.
Not too well, I think. I mean, there's not even a chance for base race, really, with bears. You just park one worm in the base and that's it.
Staff back from the demon. Will put a bit of Hobble Venom damage on these Gargs. But they still got the cancel. Got more time.
Expo bottom right is down as well. Can the panda creep to 5? Not really, right?
That's reminding me a lot of X-Lord games in the past. Only thing missing is an island expansion.
Yeah, too bad the dragons got removed.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing. Freaking dragon drop strats.
Shao KK the dragon tamer.
Once again, we try with the expansion here in the north this time for SyDe.
Players' forces are under attack.
But given the fact that SyDe has the hard counter to everything Hunter does, I think Hunter's game is not going too bad. No undead expo up so far. He always shuts it down. Finally gets his second base now. Should probably build an engine protector there though. Second ruined bracers. Oh, Mangold mine is empty. SyDe is not mining.
Has a big army though. Gets spotted now by the Treants.
Yeah. 4 attack upgrades on the worms as well. That is 163 damage.
Yeah, those bears. They're in a bit of a stressful situation now.
Yeah. That's
Zero
pretty much a
threat
level
pact.
2 coil.
Town is under siege.
Oh, gets a slow on the Frostworm.
A player's
Picking one of those off early would be nice, but against level 3 coil, perhaps not. Garg's back at it in the bottom right. Then again, a tag will cancel here as it
Yeah.
seems. Yep. And finally, SyDe's expansion is mining. Very patient play, and now we can see the bears getting caught in the bag. Yep.
Whee, this is gonna be fun. Yep. Blink of an eye, bear gone. SyDe's blocking
DK
himself a
though.
little, gets entangled, has no TP, Spellfield would use, gets the Demon Hunter, but will there be a revenge kill on the DK? Oh, that would be huge for Hunter, but no, it isn't. And now, 3 bears above the trees, quite some Gargs in here as well.
This was 12 Gargs missing, by the way.
Yeah. Last second coil, level 5 Lich. Dead attack speed with the Boots of Kel'Thalas. So sick. Oh, Panda! Wanted to go for the double kill, but okay. Huntercito taps out. And Le Champion takes map number 1.
Good game by SyDe. Very patient, meticulous from one step to the next, slowly but surely fashioning his perfect late game army. 3-3 upgraded, Gargs and Frostworms. And yeah, that can be very strong and scary in the late game if you face that army at that ultimate point. But I mean, what was that build, Hunter? Like, what you're supposed to do against Gargs is fast expand and prevent him then from expanding and have a superior economy. But if you attack without Ancient of War, that's not gonna work. I think it's his own kind of special style. And against Fiend standard play, I think that can work pretty well. But against old school Ghoul Garg, I don't think
Yeah, he kind of ran into a trap there. There was a little unfortunate. Very unfortunate as well that Krav isn't playing. But he gave us a reason for that. Remo, I'm in the Twitter sphere again.
Yes.
Giving us some info on what's happening. And Craft's so awesome. Craft's Twitter game is one of the strongest in the scene at the moment. So Craft tweets, wasn't able to defend my title for the Back2Warcraft Cup cause work first. I will make a little prediction of who will be my successor. Go watch the Cupcast by Neo and Remo. Let's go SyDe. Picture is so awesome. Real good Twitter grind by Craft. Miss Universe. What a fitting title for SyDe.
SyDe, who's now one map away from making it to the final. Echo Isles. Many other Night Elves here would be playing Keeper. I don't see Hunter doing that. I like to see more of a greedy opening with Demon Hunter. Get that Expo up quickly. And then play defensively against the Gargoyles. He did many things right in that game, I think. But also a few things missing.
How is Hunter with the Warden? I don't think I've seen him too often with her.
Does he play her against human?
Think a very tiny bit. But never too successful. If I remember this correctly. I would put my money on the Demon Hunter as well. It's just Hunter in my mind plays a Demon Hunter.
Yeah. That also is the image that I would have of his for first hero. And we're going to find out what it is because the players are ready. We're counting down for map number 2.
Oh yeah, 1-0 lead for SyDe. Really, really, really cool to see him play more cups, especially our cup. And also sponsoring the next one. So you better get some money here, SyDe, to make up for that. The Frenchies are pretty much rocking these cups recently. Krafen said in the finals last time. Now SyDe in a very good way as well. But maybe Hunter can strike back. Becoming the second American finalist after... Oh no, it wasn't Hitman. Hitman wasn't in the final. That was a global cup.
Yeah.
Becoming the very first American finalist.
Hells yeah. Seems like he's adjusting this time around, not going for his rather unusual fast tech. We're gonna see an Ancient of War early at the Merc camp. I like this. I think Night Elves should always be doing this. Demon, and then fast creeping to level 3. On Echo Isles, that is very, very well doable with Ancient of War in that position. Oh, but color me surprised, will you? Because it's the Keeper of the Grove.
The Keeper again. Okay. That... Is he expecting an expansion or something again? Then he could push with that pretty well, but it's Graveyard Crypt again. So that not.
The nice thing with that is you can expand really well. You get level 2 right away, you get Merc support, you have more treants, you creep the natural, boom, slap down. That Tree of Life, and then it's already much easier to fight against the Gargoyles coming on tier 2. Or it should be, at least. He's going to be scouted here early by the Acolyte. And yeah, SyDe sees, okay, you're down here with the Ancient of War. So it's going to be up to SyDe to harass this as much as he can. Possibly with also stealing the Shadow Priest away.
Oh, that would be sweet. He's hanging around. He can disrupt this a little. Threatening some last hits. But okay, Keeper's moving over.
Huh.
Yeah. He's really obscure early again.
What? Huh? Why?
The confusion.
You saw his build. You know he's gonna fast tech. He's not expanding. Keeper is wasting time. A lot of time.
Sometimes you gotta invest some time.
Yeah, to do useful things, which is not what's happening here.
He's just like, taking a look at the map, you know? Enjoying the rainy weather on Echo Isles a little.
You know, there's this thing called creep routes, not walk around routes without doing anything.
You don't have to optimize everything all the time. You can take things a little more chill, you know, give an opponent like 1.5 minutes, have a peaceful opening, and then let's see where we go from there.
You don't have the same love and affection that I have for efficient openings that I do.
Remo the true German. Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency.
Correct.
You can just stroll around sometimes. Nice tonight.
That's what Legion TD is for. Not Warcraft 3.
Isn't there a league in
Town
Legion
is under
TD?
siege.
There is, but I mean, there's a league for everything. There's also a league for rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, the World Championship. There's free beer at the World Championships.
Sounds like a good time. Oh, DK might be getting surrounded here. Not really. So, there's an expansion by the way, Tree of Life coming up in the south. This has not been scouted yet. It is not a very predictable position, though we have seen it there before. And now it is seen. Boom! This is the downside of this build that SyDe is playing. As I mentioned earlier, Ghoul's busy in the main, can't bring him out to be aggressive, so aggressive potential is extremely low. Meaning, you probably can't cancel this Tree of Life.
Yeah, you had to walk across the entire map. Now we go Fiends, by the way, for SyDe. Yeah, tech is on the way as well, not even too late. There should be good control on Hunter. It is entangled first after all.
Under attack.
He might go Naga second. Oh no, doesn't.
Oh,
If SyDe went Naga second here, he could pressure quite a bit, potentially.
SyDe tried to lure the creeps into it, but ends up in a surround. TP immediately. Question in chat. Are you gonna stream Happy vs. Grubby on Monday? Yes, we will.
And it's gonna be sick.
A player's force
Naga second here for Hunter. He is the one who wants to be aggressive. Man, he just loves being aggressive, looking for kills.
He's such a friendly and nice guy, but on the battlefield, man, he turns his personality around 180 degree.
Where it's a matter of life and death.
Well, to be fair, his real life was about life and death a couple of times as well when we were with him.
True. Ain't no picnic.
I still can't imagine him being in New York. It's impossible for my brain to create that image.
Is he still living there right now?
Not sure if he's still in the US. I'm not too sure if he's still in New York or if he moved somewhere else.
Yeah, I had totally forgotten about that.
A town is under siege.
Like, it's impossible, right? Like, if you know this guy for like 2 days.
Yeah, you remember when we were in Shanghai and he had this idea of buying computers cheap in China and then selling them in the US? And his sales pitch was, yeah, big business, big business.
He had some other ideas next to computer parts as well, but yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe that's what he's doing now.
Yeah, who knows? SyDe is being very careful here with his fiends. Does not want to get him ensnared and killed too
Player's
easily.
forces are under
And the
attack.
Keeper's just harassing by himself. Doing a good job here, slowing down the undead as much as he can. Coil Nova has to be used. Get the last hit. Big healing. Very nice item to find. And yeah, the Entangle. Not that scary, as it is only level 1 still. Oh, Keeper almost getting surrounded. Whew. Close.
Thank you, Gobble Gop, for the 6-month resub. Aye.
Keeper wants to reach for the Entangle. SyDe waiting for his tier 3 to kick in. Destroyer form on the way. But he keeps all his fiends alive. That's one of the most important things. Hero levels for SyDe, not that great. But neither are they for Hunter.
By the way, Remo, there's a second engine of war in Hunter's base and only one lore. What is this? Mass Archer something?
Oh. Oh yeah, he wants to go Marksmanship Mountain Giant. Or Bears. Pod him third.
Alright, Mass Archer damage. Does he have that much time though? Ghoul Frenzy is coming, Destroyer Frenzy. Destroyer Frenzy. Destroyer upgrade is almost finished. This seems like a pretty good time to push for SyDe, and Dark Ranger added as well.
A lot of damage onto the DK, but he has that potion still. And the archers not having such a good time.
No.
Slow as they are, getting chased down quite quickly. Uh-oh. Hunter down to only 40 supply left.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's not mucho. That's also not bueno.
SyDe looking strong here. Going for the Dark Ranger, but she's hard to kill, and honestly not an impactful kill even.
DK also far in the back, hard to reach. And these ghouls, man, nothing's really interrupting them. Let's go now. 2 heroes quite hurt, but still, so many coils. The downside of not playing a Demon Hunter. Undead spells. And all of a sudden this bottom is not even too impactful.
Yeah. When we saw this marksmanship style work the best, it was during the experimental phase of Foggy versus Happy, where Foggy then always played it with a Demon Hunter, because exactly as you say, you have to make sure the undead spells don't get out of control, and that is not doable without a Demon Hunter. Instead, what do you have? A Keeper in the late game on level 1. Very underwhelming.
Yeah, not even Treants. Reju wasted on this archer as well. So Hunter was able to repair his expansion, but the expansion didn't even really pay off. SyDe just read him like a book. Pretty
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah. And when he kills this expansion, which seems to be only a matter of time, this game is looking really bad for Hunter. Gonna lose the first bear as well. Doesn't get the kill on the Lich. The heal potion was there. He forced it at least, I guess. But that looks very much like SyDe in the final.
I agree. And then the second semi-final is Sonic versus Kevin Schwem.
A player's forces are under
Coming up next. Yeah, I mean, what's there for Hunter? There's no match really. For Mountain Giants, far away. Number of archers is, I can count them on one hand, I guess. Oh, and Disease Cloud for SyDe. Yo, he's far away.
A player's forces are
And we're creeping up the map now heavily. That is something that benefits the undead heroes very well. The Keeper, not so much. Naga for Hunter, okay. I guess she gets strong with those levels. Totem, what's she gonna provide? Owl? At some point, maybe the Aura level 2? So odd.
SyDe is having fun. He's creeping his levels. He's saving money for a big army. With upgrades? Not yet. But he's getting ready for 70 supply.
player's
That
forces
should
are
be the
under
plan. Hunter's finally getting some level 3s. But, okay. So,
Ring of Regen. Not the greatest, but it's something. Yeah, I'm really not sure that bears are the best addition with these archers. how are you going to protect these archers when you don't have
A
MGs?
player's forces are under attack.
The reason why archers work so well against human is because you can control the human and ensure the archers don't get reached. This is why, fundamentally, it's a lot harder to make that work against undead because of the existence of Nova and perhaps Coil and of course Frenzy and Unholy Aura, where the archers can be reached.
And it feels like bears are a nice to have addition, while mountain giants are a please give me something so I can survive a fight edition.
Yeah, it's like a luxury choice.
Player's
Yeah.
forces are
If you're so far ahead that you can afford to be a little, what's the word? Adventurous? Okay. But this is not that kind of game, bro. You are under a lot of pressure. Even if there hasn't been a fight the last few minutes. SyDe's got an expansion coming up. 65 supply already. How did that happen so quickly all of a sudden?
And he was banking quite a bit, and it's now pushing through. Defense upgrades for the abominations as well. Expo at 50%. And yeah,
Player's
that's
forces are under
double ring of region, by the way. Sells it. Oh, damn, that HP region was sick. A-bomb up as well. Disease Cloud. Admirable fighting spirit by Hunter, seeing a way to get back into this game. But I guess the following 1.5 minutes will say nope to that.
Yeah, so far the archers are lucky enough that they're not being targeted yet, but I think that's going to change soon as the bears are taken out. Here comes the Nova into the back. A-bombs and right clicks say hello. And this is why marksmanship archers normally don't work that well against undead anymore. They just get targeted too easily. Keeper is still not level 3, by the way. Not that it would really change anything,
town is under siege.
but this reflects the state of the game. Where SyDe is so far ahead. Killing the enemy expo, having the own expansion up safely. GG, well played. SyDe final.
Once again, no American can make it, but great run by Hunter. Showed some cool plays. Now I'm really curious how his game against Shake looked like, because eliminating Shake is not too easy of a thing to do. And SyDe in the final. The last 3 finalists were all French. French dominating European Cups at the moment. But it won't be a French mirror match. He will be up against either Sonic or Kevin. Will definitely be a night elf. So we'll see about that. Who's going to grab the $75 for the win and the $25 for the runner-up. Ukraine versus Germany next. This prize money this week was sponsored by SkyDog, a nice little mobile game, as you can see here. It's available in the Google Play Store. If you are a fan of asteroids, then this game might be for you. You play a little spaceship with a cute little doggy inside, and you gotta save the children from an evil doctor who wants to do some experiments with it. If you can't let that happen, gotta keep the doggy children safe and fight some boss monsters, find a lot of asteroids, find new weapons, and grind through that game. No pay to win, just fun. Nice way to kill time if you're waiting for the bus or whatever you're doing at the moment in these quarantine days. Thank you very much, Impression Games. The command for that is !SkyDog if you're interested. I installed it. I'm having some fun with it, and so should you.